We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Early tomorrow morning, Friday, June 6, Dayna from up in the hills, she'll be at the Dunbar's Mall in Savannah in the parish of Westmoreland with her busload of juicy pineapples. If like me, you don't like peeling pineapples, Dayna will peel them for you and the prices are reasonable. So check her out. Early tomorrow morning, Friday, June 6 at the Dunbar's Mall in Savannah. In the news today, detectives attached to the fraud squad, they have arrested and charged a customer service rep employed to the Portmore branch of the Bank of Nova Scotia. She has been charged for unauthorized access to computer data and simple larceny. Her name is Winsome Smith. She is 41 years old and she is living at Poinciana Drive in the Cedar Grove area of St. Catherine. Reports are that a man in his late 60s, he has an account at the Scotiabank Portmore branch. Sometime in last month, the man, he visited the ATM at the bank and he tried to withdraw some money, but the transaction failed. As a result, he went inside the bank and reported the issue to Winsome, and Winsome assisted the man with a replacement card. The man, he withdrew some money. About a week or two later, the said man, he tried to use the card again, but the transaction, it did not go through. Again, he visited the Scotiabank Portmore branch and again, he was assisted by Winsome. Sometime later, the man's daughter realized that some fraudulent transactions were being done on her father's bank account. A report was made to the police who commenced an investigation. During this investigation, it was discovered that thieving Winsome in a pretty clothes, she thieved $1,400,000 Jamaican dollars from the man's bank account. No, no. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine the amount of people Winsome thief by assisting them? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the amount of people that had gone into the bank and withdraw money and Winsome might have set up hoodlums to rob them? Boy, may I tell you, no, Winsome, she'll be facing a judge shortly. In this report, the operator of the exclusive sports bar, which is located at Abuka in St. Ann, she securely locked it up early yesterday morning, Wednesday, June 4, about 1 o'clock, and went home. About some minutes after 2 o'clock, hoodlums went there and they used cutting tools to cut a section of the metal entrance door. They entered and them thief one pot of gold and a Pearl of the Caribbean gaming boxes, a blue Sonic monitor box and top shelf liquor. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Just like that. Over in Central Village, yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, June 4, about 2 o'clock, the police, they carried out raids at Elbow and Browns Lane in the Central Village area. An unfinished, unoccupied house was searched and bingo. 20 12-gauge cartridges were found in a building block pocket. No one was arrested in connection with this find, but officers, job well done. This one, it took place early Tuesday morning, June 3, about 5:30. It took place at Friendship in the Wakefield police area of Trelawney. Reports are that the Trelawney police, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they went to a house in the area. It is reported that on announcing their presence, they saw when a guy threw a brown grocery bag through the back window. The guy was held and the bag retrieved. The bag was searched and bingo. It was found to contain one Taurus 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds plus a transparent plastic bag containing 9 9mm rounds. The guy who was seen throwing out the bag, he was taken into police custody. His name is Devon McIntyre. He is 33 years old. We are told that Devon, he also gave the police a caution statement accepting ownership of the illegal gun. He was charged and he'll be facing the courts shortly. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And Trelawney Police, job well done. This one, it took place Monday evening, June 2, about 6:30. It took place at Content in the Discovery Bay area of St. Ann. What we are learning is that 2 men, one is in his early 60s and the other one is in his early 50s. Both men, they were using power saws to cut up lumber when 2 motorcars drove up with 2 guys in each car. It is said that one of them pulled a gun and they started accusing the men of stealing an illegal gun that they had hidden in the bushes. The guy who was armed with the gun, he used it to hit both men in their heads and other parts of their body. The hoodlums, they also robbed the men of 2 steel chainsaws and a backpack containing 200,000 Jamaican dollars in cash. The men, they managed to jump over a gully and escaped from the hoodlums who chased them down the gully. The men, they managed to hide in the bushes until early the next morning when the police were informed. So, these hoodlums, they are now wanted by the police. This one, it took place Tuesday afternoon, June 3, about 5:30. It took place along the Springfield Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that youngster on your screen, his name is Zyair Francis. Last month on May 25, Zyair, he celebrated his 19th birthday. He lived at Springfield District in the Sheffield area of Westmoreland. Now, what we are learning is that Zyair, he was riding a 2023 brown Cabra motorcycle. Zyair, he was riding in front of another motorcycle and from all indication, they were racing. On reaching a section of the road, Zyair, who was going very fast, he ended up losing control of the bike. As a result, the bike, it veered off the roadway and collided into a pile of rocks and a plastic drum. Zyair, who was not wearing any protective helmet, he was thrown from the bike onto the asphalted roadway. He received serious head and bodily injuries. Zyair, he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition, but early yesterday morning, Wednesday, June 4, about 12:15, Zyair, he died whilst being treated. Sad indeed. We are also learning that an 84-year-old pedestrian named Franklyn Grant of a Salt Spring, St. James address, he was killed in a traffic accident along the Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay yesterday. I am doing some digging and I'll be telling you more about that accident in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. In this next report, on Friday, I carried a report about that man on your screen. His name is Paul Martin, but he was popularly known as Bobby. Bobby was 42 years old and he lived at Castle Mountain in the Betheltown Police area of Westmoreland. Bobby, he was a man who would go around and he would cut people's yard with a weed whacker. On Friday, I also told you that Bobby, he was associated with a well-known scammer in the area. I didn't call that scammer's name on Friday, but I'm going to be calling it right now. This scammer is called Sabaski. It is said that Bobby, he was the man who would sort out things on the road for Sabaski. As a result, Sabaski, he bought Bobby a motorcycle. After a while, Bobby, he started telling Sabaski that based on the amount of things that he was doing for him, he deserved a motor car. There was also an issue about some scamming money and a female. As a result, both Sabaski and Bobby, they had a falling out, and it is said that Bobby, he then started leaking out some of Sabaski's secrets. Bobby, he was last seen alive on Monday afternoon, May 26, about 4:30 at a shop in the Betheltown Square. On Thursday, May 29, Bobby's decomposing body was seen lying on its back on his bed in a pool of blood. He had received gunshot wounds to his forehead. The police, they commenced investigations and they have now arrested and charged Sabaski for Bobby's murder. His correct name is Shavoy Daley and he is also known as Ricardo. He is 36 years old and he is living at Castle Mountain in the Betheltown area of Westmoreland. The police, they are claiming that they have unearthed evidence linking Sabaski to the murder of Bobby, so he'll be facing a judge shortly. This one, it took place Tuesday night, June 3, about 10:30. It took place at Old Buckfield in the Ochareas area of St. Ann. Our information is that a guy, his name is Barrington Watson, but he was also known as Baffu or Lippo. He was a 23 years old street vendor living at Old Buckfield. Baffu, he was at his home alone and from all indication he was sleeping when a hoodlum went there and opened gunfire hitting him to his lower back. That bullet exited through his abdomen. Baffu, he was also shot in his left shoulder and his left arm. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. Baffu, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, that guy on your screen, his name is Derrick Alphanso Clayton, but on TikTok, he called himself Warconnon. He was a 35-year-old mechanic living at Discovery Bay in the parish of St. Ann. Now, I had carried a report about Derrick's daughter before. There is his daughter on your screen. Her name is Jada Lee Clayton. Jada Lee was 10 years old and she lived with her father at Adnagrass in the Discovery Bay area of St. Ann. Jada Lee was a grade 4 student at the Discovery Bay Primary School. On Wednesday afternoon, February 26, earlier this year, Jada Lee, she left school and she was walking home with a schoolmate and the schoolmate's mother. They were walking along the Discovery Bay main road sidewalk when an accident took place involving a coaster bus and a truck that was leaving a hardware. A piece of steel from the truck hit both Jada Lee and her schoolmate to the ground. Now, I am not sure what happened with Jada Lee's schoolmate, but Jada Lee, she was taken to see a doctor in Discovery Bay. She was given painkillers and sent to do an x-ray. The family, they were told by the doctor that there appears to be no serious issue, so Jada Lee, she was sent home. The next day, Jada Lee, she was in so much discomfort that she was not able to go to school. We are told that in subsequent days, Jada Lee's condition got worse and she was taken to the St. Ann's Bay Hospital on Thursday, March 6. She was seen by a doctor and another x-ray was done. Jada Lee, she returned home later that same day. Jada Lee's condition deteriorated to the point where she had a swelling around her hip. She could not sit up and Jada Lee, she complained of severe pain. things got so bad that Jada Lee, she could not walk. Jada Lee's mother is living in the parish of Clarendon, and on Thursday morning, March 13, she journeyed from Clarendon to Discovery Bay, and she took her daughter to the Maypen Hospital, where she was admitted immediately. Princess Jada Lee, she died in the Maypen Hospital that same evening. So, back to the father, Derrick, also known as warconnon. He was a struggling TikToker who was trying to make a name for himself. After the death of his daughter, he did a lot of videos claiming that he was gonna strap bombs on his body and kill off some people. Sometime in the latter part of April, someone sent me the link to a live stream that warconnon was doing, and on that live stream, he was making a lot of threats about what he was gonna do. I reached out to him, but warconnon, he did not respond. Now, many persons might not agree with me, but my view there and then was that yes, his daughter died tragically and he was going through a lot. But it was also my view that warconnon, he was trying to use his daughter's death to make a name for himself on TikTok. I said it and you not have to agree, but that is my view. Here is a video that warconnon had sent out.
Yo, everybody like the video and share it up. Cause right now, watch out now, me pray justice to my little daughter right now. You see? Me pray justice to my daughter. I want to share the video to Andrew Holness. I want to share the video to Andrew Holness. Andrew supposed to get to me in space at 24 hours. In space at 24 hours, brother. Me pray justice to my daughter, dog. And if nobody not reach out to me, dog, me mash up the country. Me make sure tell you no, dog. Yeah. They are deal with daughter grave, you know. Mother paint. And me I do the masonry work. You understand?
Derrick, also known as warconnon, he buried his daughter recently. Last night, Wednesday, June 4, almost 9:30. warconnon and his girlfriend, they came off a taxi at Adna Grass and they were walking towards their home when they were approached by 4 hoodlums. The hoodlums fired several shots at them. They ran off in separate directions and the hoodlums, they made good their escape. Warconnon's lifeless body was later found lying face down along a footpath in a pool of blood. The police, they were called, and when he was inspected, it was realized that he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. He died on the spot. When the police processed this crime scene, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa NewsLink and KlLLEG TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when we turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. it out. Tell